creatine monohydrate is still killing it in terms of effectiveness, absorption, and safety profile. Creatine is a compound your body naturally produces from amino acids, mainly in the liver and kidneys. It's also found in foods like red meats and fish. Think of it as an extra shot of espresso for your neurons, without the jittery side effects of caffeine. First, muscle gains. It's a proven powerhouse for boosting strength and muscle size, especially when paired with resistance training. Next is a brain boost. Emerging research shows creatine might enhance memory, processing speed, and attention, particularly in stressful conditions or when you're low on sleep. In simpler terms, creatine ensures that your muscle and brain cells don't run out of juice when the going gets tough. So is creatine the fountain of youth? Probably not, but it's shaping up to be a fantastic ally as we age. Now, you may know about creatine as the supplement gym goers swear by for bigger muscles. But what if I told you it could boost your brain power, protect your mental health, and perhaps even support healthy aging? In this video, we'll uncover what science really says about creatine, from muscle performance to potential neuroprotective benefits, so you can decide if it deserves a spot in your daily routine. Let's get started. Creatine is a compound your body naturally produces from amino acids, mainly in the liver and kidneys. It's also found in foods like red meats and fish. Once inside our cells, creatine is converted to phosphocreatine, which serves as kind of an energy reserve. It's best to think of phosphocreatine as a portable power bank for your muscles and brain cells. Instead of draining your main battery, or ATP, those cells can tap into phosphocreatine first. It's like saving your phone's battery because you've got an extra charger in your backpack. Creatine monohydrate is the most common and most researched form. Over the years, you might have heard spin-offs like creatine ethyl ester or buffered creatine, marketed as superior, but head-to-head comparisons show creatine monohydrate is still killing it in terms of effectiveness, absorption, and safety profile. We'll revisit this a bit later. Just remember, if you're trying creatine, monohydrate is the way to go. Now, the research on creatine is huge, particularly on improving muscle strength and size. But let's start with the bread and butter benefit, and then we'll expand to the new frontiers. Numerous studies show that creatine supplementation can enhance short burst, high intensity performance. Think sprinting, weightlifting, and HIIT. It regenerates ATP quickly, so you can push harder for longer. Additionally, meta-analyses consistently confirm that pairing creatine with resistance training accelerates muscle hypertrophy. Over a few months, you might see an extra 1 to 2 kilograms of lean mass compared to placebo groups. So if you're an athlete or just someone who wants an extra edge in the gym, creatine is about as proven as it gets. It's not magic, but it stacks the deck in your favor for better workout performance and muscle building results. Now, what about brain benefits like cognition and memory? Here's where it gets really interesting. Newer research suggests creatine might help cognitive function, especially in tasks that demand high mental energy, like memory recall and processing speed. A large 2024 systematic review with 16 randomized control trials found significant improvements in memory and information processing speed for people taking creatine monohydrate. They also noted improvements in attention time, like a shorter reaction time. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to become a genius overnight, but the data suggests if your brain is under energy stress, maybe you're sleep deprived or cognitively taxed, creatine can lend a helping hand. Think of it as an extra shot of espresso for your neurons, without the jittery side effects of caffeine. Now, how about mood and depression? There's exciting but early stage evidence pointing to creatine's role in mental health. Certain small studies have shown that adding creatine, just 5 grams a day to a standard antidepressant regimen, led to faster and stronger improvements in the symptoms of depression, at least for women with major depressive disorder. The hypothesis is that creatine helps stabilize energy metabolism in the brain, which may support mood regulation. One more reason creatine is drawing attention: its potential to support healthy aging. In terms of muscle preservation, research indicates that older adults who take creatine, alongside resistance training, can gain more lean mass and strength, helping reduce the risk of falls and frailty. Additionally, from a neuroprotective standpoint, rodent studies indicate that lifelong creatine supplementation extends the median lifespan and slow age-related brain changes. While we can't say it'll do the same thing in humans, the findings are definitely intriguing. And lastly, inflammation and oxidative stress. Some studies suggest that creatine has mild antioxidant properties, which may contribute to lower chronic inflammation, a key factor in aging. So is creatine the fountain of youth? Probably not, but it's shaping up to be a fantastic ally as we age, helping keep our muscles strong and possibly offering brain benefits that stave off cognitive decline. So how does creatine do all of this? Let's jump into the nuts and bolts. First, the phosphocreatine system. So creatine loads up your cells with phosphocreatine, which quickly regenerates ATP, your energy currency. During high energy demands, like lifting weights or performing mentally taxing tasks, The backup supply of ATP can make a noticeable difference. Next, cell hydration and protein synthesis. Creatine pulls water into your muscle cells. More hydration can stimulate muscle protein synthesis, aiding in muscle repair and growth. And lastly, neuroprotective mechanisms. In the brain, having extra phosphocreatine may help stabilize cellular metabolism, reduce harmful byproducts, and protect mitochondria. When your neurons have more stable energy, they're less prone to fatigue and oxidative damage. In simpler terms, creatine ensures that your muscle and brain cells don't run out of juice when the going gets tough. That's beneficial whether you're gunning for a new squat PR or tackling a final exam. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of using creatine safely and effectively. First, the recommended form. Creatine monohydrate is the gold standard. Avoid paying a premium for fancy forms like creatine ethyl ester. The research shows they're often less effective. Now the common dosing schedules. So if you choose to do a loading phase, which is optional, it's 20 grams a day for 5 to 7 days divided into 4 doses to help saturate the muscle cells more quickly. After that, the maintenance dosing is 3 to 5 grams per day. Alternatively, you can skip the loading phase and just do 3 to 5 grams per day. Just keep in mind that it's going to take about a month to fully saturate your muscle cells. And in terms of when to take it, the timing isn't super strict. However, there is some evidence that suggests that taking it post-workout with a carb-containing meal can enhance muscle uptake. Another point to consider is hydration. You want to make sure you drink plenty of water. Creatine pulls water into muscle cells, so you want to stay well hydrated to avoid cramps and GI upset. In terms of side effects, it's generally safe if you're healthy. Some people do report mild bloating or stomach discomfort, especially with higher doses. If that happens, try splitting your doses or taking it with food. And in terms of long-term safety, decades of research show no significant adverse events on kidney or liver function in healthy adults using the recommended doses. Of course, if you have any pre-existing medical condition, make sure you talk to your healthcare provider first. And if you're aiming for cognitive or mental health benefits specifically, you can still just stick to 3 to 5 grams per day. There's not as much nuance around timing for brain health. Just be consistent. So who benefits the most? First, athletes and gym enthusiasts. It's great for building strength, power, and muscle. In terms of older adults, it helps to maintain muscle mass, reduces falls, and possibly protects cognitive function. Vegetarians and vegans, because they typically ingest less dietary creatine, tend to see bigger benefits with supplementation. And lastly, those with depressive symptoms. The preliminary evidence suggests that creatine could accelerate the antidepressant response. But let's remember, creatine isn't an excuse to skip a healthy diet or slack off on exercise. It's best viewed as a powerful complement to an overall healthy lifestyle, not a standalone cure-all. All right, so here's the bottom line on creatine. First, muscle gains. It's a proven powerhouse for boosting strength and muscle size, especially when paired with resistance training. Next is a brain boost. Emerging research shows creatine might enhance memory, processing speed, and attention, particularly in stressful conditions or when you're low on sleep. And in terms of mental health and longevity, there's intriguing evidence to suggest that creatine may help in depression treatment, as well as support healthy aging by protecting muscles and possibly neurons. And lastly, safety and dosing. Stick to 3 to 5 grams a day of creatine monohydrate. Make sure you hydrate well and check with the doctor if you have any health issues. If you do decide to give creatine a try, track your progress, whether that's your strength in the gym or how sharp you feel cognitively. It's always fun to see if the data matches the hype. I'm Dr. Karr, and I'm here to help you make smarter choices to live a healthier life. If you liked this video, make sure you hit like and subscribe. Thank you.